Hi everyone, welcome back to The Cantor Coach. I'm Emily Huber, and this week we are finishing up our Tips for the Fall series and talking about the final tip for you all as you begin your season. So let's get started. So the fifth and final tip for this series for the fall is encouraging other singers to participate in music ministry. Now, this can come about a couple of different ways. The first way is we want to encourage singers to participate in singing in the congregation as we are leading them. And the second way is we also want to encourage people to join in and volunteer for choir and the music ministry that we have at the parish. So here's a few different ways and a few different things to think about, whether you're a music director or a singer, how to encourage others to participate in music ministry. The first way, of course, to encourage others to participate in music ministry, again, whether you're a music director or a singer, is to invite them. We are so good about inviting people to do so many different things in our lives. People love being invited to do things, and they don't want to just feel like they're butting in. They sometimes feel a little bit uneasy just joining in with something. And so we want to make sure we extend the invitation to not only potentially cantor, but also to participate in choir and participate in the other activities that we do with music ministry. So invitations are key. Now, to do this, I highly recommend doing announcements at Mass, or even having multiple choir members do the announcements. So it doesn't just have to be the music director all the time. Maybe you as a singer or choir member get up and make that announcement at Mass to encourage others to participate, sharing your own personal story about how much you've loved being a part of it. That's one way. Another way is to personally invite a friend. If you hear somebody at Mass that sings really, really well, say, hey, I have loved being a part of music ministry, and I want to invite you to be a part of it too. You have such a great voice. That is really flattering for a lot of people, but also it's great to hear that and great to be invited in that way. So be thinking about all the different ways that you can invite people. I've heard of letters being sent out to individuals inviting them to participate. We do a music workshop for a lot of parishes, and what I try to do in that is not only to help promote the current singers, but I see this as a great opportunity to get other people involved in music ministry as well. So having a workshop, having something like the Cantor Coach workshop at your parish, and inviting people to come attend that if they're even interested in joining their music ministry. So many different ways we can do that. Sending cards, inviting people personally, or having workshops are all great ways to invite people to be a part of the music ministry. To invite people to participate at Mass, this is another key aspect of music ministry, is inviting the congregation to sing along. So to do this, we want to make sure we're picking songs that are somewhat melodically easy enough for everyone to sing along with. We want to make sure it's in a vocal range that people can sing along with. And a lot of times familiar pieces are really, really good for the congregation to sing along as well. So if you get those three things, it can still be absolutely beautiful. It can be complex. You can have a great mixture of solo pieces and congregational singing, but make sure that we are keeping things simple with both the melody and with just familiarity. There we go, familiarity. And we also want to make sure that we are just meeting people where they are when it comes to the music at Mass. Another way to encourage music ministry at your parish is to be thinking about encouraging young singers to get started pretty early in music ministry. And you can do this by starting a youth choir. Youth choir is a great way, or children's choir. Youth or children's choir is a great way to not only make it super fun for the congregation, for the kids, but also to build up your future singers. You get them having a great experience as kids, and then that funnels singers for the future into your adult choir. So starting a youth choir, getting that going, congregations love it. Everyone in the congregation just absolutely loves hearing those kids sing. And so see what you can do with getting some children interested in singing along or participating in music ministry, because in turn, that will feed your music ministry participation in the future. Now, with that, a few ways to do this is, of course, pick fun music for the kids. Pick things that both they and the congregation will enjoy and have a good time with. Make sure choir is engaging for them. And then also engage with some of the CCD classes. So if First Communion, First Reconciliation is having a class, maybe go do a presentation for them to, again, invite them to be a part of children's choir or young adult choir. Now, this is for you music directors. Now, for you singers, we all have little ones in our life in some way, shape, or form. So making sure that we're encouraging any grandkids or nephews or nieces that love to sing at home, have them consider participating in music ministry at church. It was the way that I got started. My grandma encouraged me to do that, and it has been something that has been so life-changing for me, and I would not change a single thing about it. So encourage those loved ones you have in your life to participate in a young or children's choir, because it will be so fulfilling for them in the future. Another tip that we like to think about when we're encouraging others to participate in music ministry, I learned this from another music director and it was so inspiring to me, but I asked him, how did you build up your choir to be so full and so beautiful? And he said, well, beauty brings beauty. And he said a lot of prayer, and he also has beautiful music at Mass. So if we can create beautiful music, and if we can create this beautiful prayerful atmosphere with our choir, it draws people in, not only with singing at Mass, but it also draws people into wanting to participate. So another great tip I can give you is pick beautiful music. Pick beautiful songs that you can sing as a group to encourage others to sing as well. And the final tip to encourage people to participate in music ministry throughout the entire year is to have a sub or a standby list, a roster, because there's so many people that may not be able to commit every single Sunday to choir, but to have those people still have the opportunity to cantor or to sing in choir when they are available gives more flexibility for those people to boost your choir, especially during the busy seasons like Christmas and Easter. So for example, I will sub in or I will help out my home parish whenever I'm home. I love singing there. It's so much fun. And the music director, I just let him know when I'm in town and he'll put me on the schedule. This is also a great way to try out new singers too, especially during busy seasons like Christmas and Easter. So something to keep in mind is having either a sub list or a standby list or a just in case list of singers that want to participate, but even if they can't participate every single Sunday. This is a great way to encourage people to still participate in music ministry no matter what. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and I will look forward to seeing you all next week. God bless you.